Hey guys, I got great news for you. Star Citizen 4.2.1 just landed, and there's a lot of new stuff that we can check out and participate in. There's a new live event that came with it called Race for Stanton. If we head over here to the contracts page, you'll notice that there's a lot of new missions that have to do with a resource drive. And these various missions are provided by each of the 4 corporations running each of the planets inside the Stanton system. The first mission available is a small cargo hauling mission, and I've decided to go with Hurston Dynamics because each corporation has its own set of rewards that it gives out once you complete all the missions. And in this video, I'm going to go over how even a new player with a small ship can still participate and earn these rewards. Now, in order to unlock the full list of missions for each company, you have to complete this first mission. But luckily, it's only hauling 3 SCU of cargo, so it should be pretty easy even for new players. Upon arriving at my destination, it was packed, full of ships, but it didn't look like anybody was there at first. This is something you'll have to look out for, as most of the landing zones will have very many ships, and a lot of them will just be derelict with nobody piloting them. After calling up my cargo, I did receive a little bit of a jump scare as a player popped out of the back of his ship that I thought was empty and had nobody in it. And it turns out there was more than one. He had a friend with him. This did kind of worry me at first because I was afraid that they would try to take my cargo, but instead they actually helped me get it out of the way so that they could get their own cargo. They didn't have to do that, so I made it a point to thank them in the chat, even if they didn't see it. More ships were arriving every second, and I didn't know if they were going to be as kind as the previous 2 players, so I tried to get out of there as quick as possible so that I didn't get caught by any griefers. One really cool thing about this event is that it's taken me to different places in the Stanton system that I actually haven't been to before, and I got to see new things that I hadn't seen. I even got to witness the entire planet of Hurston disappearing before my very eyes and then coming back after a moment. But what's even better about this event is that you can choose to drop off your cargo either at the orbital station or in the city, which I personally find to be very convenient and sometimes a very good time saver. I also really enjoyed that there was many players flying around in their spaceships around the system, and you could see them flying, and it was packed. There was a lot of people. The game felt alive. There was one caveat to the having so many people in the system, is that there was quite a bit of lag. The servers were a little bit choppy, and the frame rates got kind of bad after a little bit, but everything was still manageable, and it was still fun. And there we have it, our 3 boxes delivered, and it's time to get our reward. The first mission you get is actually really good. It delivers 100,000 credits when you complete it. Which means if you're a new player and you only have a small ship, but you want to use a bigger ship to complete those larger missions, the 100,000 credits will go into renting a ship for a couple of days, and it'll send you on your way really well.
Great. That's a win. I'll make sure this gets locked.
So after the mission was finalized, I went into my Mobiglass to see if the credits had actually transferred, which they did, and then I went to go check on the next set of missions. This here at the top was a small size cargo haul, and the amount of cargo required was only 8 SCU. The payout was a pretty decent 53,000 credits. The cargo were maximum of 1 SCU containers, so that was good. And the pickup location was directly on Hurston, so it was a pretty short flight. Even better is when I arrived, the place was empty. I was literally the only person there, so it was quite peaceful.
Engines off.
Everything was going as normal up until about the halfway point of me being finished, and then something happened that I had never seen before in Star Citizen. It started raining. This was my very first time experiencing the new implemented weather effects. There was even thunder in the background. I personally love rain in real life, so to me this was really beautiful. Now for a retrospective look on this event. I think this is an awesome addition to the game. The problem is it's only going to last for about a month, and you're allowed to collect all of the rewards from every single planet. But that's where only having a month's worth of time to collect all of these is the problem. The next issue is that there aren't always missions available. I've logged in a few times and I haven't seen any available missions, or maybe just one. So you have to pick and choose your battles, and if you're a solo player like me, it might take a while to actually complete one full run through. Now, with the negative sides out of the way, let's get to the actual good parts. This event provides a lot of really good rewards. You get weapon skins, you get armor, you get outfits, you even get ship paint jobs that are very well done, and I intend to at least try to finish the Hurston system and the Microtech system. Then of course, at the very end, whichever corporation has the most materials accumulated, there will be an extra reward for the people who joined that corporation. Which of course, I'm sure most people will try to join every corporation at least once. I do recommend trying to jump on this event as soon as possible, especially if you're a solo player or a new player. It's not hard to gain reputation or accumulate cargo, but it's better to get started earlier than later. And there we have it, the 8 SCU of cargo delivered, and the reward is paid out. And I am very close to 3 million credits. And that's it for the small cargo hauling. There are other missions to check out if you want to, so don't worry. And basically, you can just keep repeating these missions over and over again, but this event will be perfect to earn quite a bit of money and some pretty decent rewards that are permanent. So I wish everyone good luck out in the verse.